So as you guys can tell by the title, I bought the cheapest four-wheelers I could find on Facebook Marketplace. So here they are behind me, and let's get right into this video. Boom, so here they are. They're a little bit disassembled, and that one's really disassembled because I've already started digging into them. But what we have here are two Polaris 250 two-stroke trail bosses. And yeah, I bought this one. We'll start with this one. I got this one right here. It runs, but it does not move. It has a transmission problem, which a very common problem with these transmission is the shift forks wear out on them. So that's 100% what I think is wrong with this transmission. So yeah, we gotta take off this rear plastic and rack so we can expose all the bolts for the transmission and get that thing pulled out so we can open it up and change out the shift fork. And then we took the gas tank off of it because going over to this one, as you can tell, this one is a bit more muddy than this one. This one looks in a lot better condition than this one. So this one, the people that I bought it from, no joke, said this was their mud bogger, which, I mean, a two-wheel drive four-wheeler, it wouldn't be my mud bogger, that's for sure. But they would take this sucker to the mud bogs, and pretty sure they swamped it. No, I'm 100% sure they swamped it because this thing has water and mud in almost everything, including the carburetor, the cylinder head. So yeah, I've just been diagnosing it, and I was pretty sure I needed a new motor for it, so that leads me to my next thing that I have sitting over here. Yep, I got a new motor. For 200 bucks on Facebook Marketplace, I bought this motor, and it would fit in this four-wheeler or that four-wheeler. I was planning on putting it in this four-wheeler, but with further diagnosing, this four-wheeler motor is what I think good, because as you'll see later in this video, as we're working on it, we may or may not get this thing fired up, and yeah. So you all are probably wondering, well, how much did you actually buy these four-wheelers for? So the mud bogging one I got for 300 bucks. So if you ask me, that is a really cheap price for a four-wheeler on Facebook Marketplace. So this one is probably true when it's like the cheapest four-wheeler on Facebook Marketplace. Well, at least in my area, it definitely was the cheapest four-wheeler on Facebook Marketplace. Because right now the market is screwed up with COVID. But over here, this four-wheeler that ran, but just had a $25 transmission problem, supposedly, I don't know yet, I haven't dug into it, was posted for 600 bucks. And showed up, first pull, fired right up, still fires up first pull every time. And yeah, so if I can get that transmission problem fixed, that's gonna be a steal on this one, along with if the motor is good on this one, and we get her fired up, it'll also be a really good steal on this one because this one's transmission is totally fine. So if we can get this motor fired up, we can go riding with this one. Okay guys, so here's the exhaust, just cut this off, and as you can see over there, the mudded up, probably swamped four-wheeler that doesn't start. Had water in the exhaust, so as you can see, I've already poured out a little bit over here, but yeah, that is what we're working with. So now that we took this off, I'm gonna try putting some gas down into the cylinder, and we'll try and fire her up. But as you can see, here's the good one that runs. We've been using the gas tank from this one on that one because I'm pretty sure the gas in the one that got swamped has water in it. so we're just playing it safe. I don't have any 90, 93, so we're just using the 93 in this gas tank. Along with, if that motor somehow happens to be trash, show the motor, please. We got a spare motor right here. Boom. Yeah. So, no worries if it is blown, but I just took the exhaust off and I did a couple pull starts. We don't have any gas hooked up to this yet, so she won't fire up, but it sounds a lot more promising. Because we did compression test it. It has the exact same, well, it has a little bit more compression actually than that one right there. And that one runs perfectly fine. Starts first pull. And so we're going to bypass the carburetor by just pouring some well, actually we'll just throw some carb clean down in here instead of gas. It'll be a lot easier. And we'll try and fire her up, so cut to that. Okay guys, so we cranked it once up in the garage. You missed it, but we had a nice little fire show going. So we got her pulled out now, and we're going to try and crank. So the starter does not work. It just, as you can see here, we hook the battery wire up. This is the sound we get. So what I did was I pull started it while holding the starter down, and she seemed to almost fire up, but then we had a fire show, so we had to shut her off. So we pulled her out, and we're going to give her a go again. So yeah. Okay, we put a little bit more gas in it. It's super late, but let's see if she'll fire up now. So. Ooh, got something. I don't know. I ain't getting nothing. Okay, so we learned the strategy. You gotta hold the throttle open while you pull start the darn motor, and she'll kind of fire up. So as you can tell, I think this motor is good, which is good news. Now we got a backup 2-stroke motor for both of these quads, which is, I guess, never bad to have, or we could sell it, but I think we'll be able to get this one running. That's promising. Okay guys, so I'm gonna wrap up the video there. As you can tell in the video, we got that one cranking over, spitting flames, and it has potential. I have my fingers crossed for it, that we can get that motor running. And then if we do, we got that backup motor that I bought, along with this one. You guys didn't see it run in this video, but I actually have a clip on my iPhone of it running, so I'll throw that in right now. So guys, as you can see, got the four-wheeler here. The nice thing about this one is it actually runs. Okay, so now that you saw that clip of this one running, in the next part 2, you'll see us start digging into this one and taking out the transmission, along with further digging into the motor on this one and getting it running, which I think is just going to be getting the carb cleaned and fresh gas in the tank of this one, because we were robbing the tank from this one. Put gas in the cylinder of that one, so yeah. Also, we need to pressure wash this one really bad. So yeah, stay tuned for the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed. And subscribe so you don't miss out on this cheapest four-wheeler on Facebook Marketplace series. And yeah, the end goal is we're going to bring these suckers to the Badlands and rip them around, so you don't want to miss that. And yeah, see you on the next one. Bye.